I really can't help but wonder who really failed Island Kurdi. Now, this is a post from The Independent, and there are four new photos which they've actually shared. Here is one, and this is perhaps the sweetest and cutest image of Island Kurdi while he was alive and happy and in his carefree abandonment. He was living life to the fullest, at least if you see or perceive from this picture. That's the image that we get, and perhaps this is the kind of image we should remember the poor boy best as. Now, going on to the next image, this shows the UN assembly, and this is as though Island Kurdi is lying there. And just sad how people have commented, like, this guy is probably, he's got it right. It's not about Muslims, Hindus, Jewish, absolutely. Next guy, Tariq Ali, a Muslim, expected from him, UN should be ashamed of themselves. Why? Why should UN be ashamed of themselves? I think it's the Syrian people who are responsible in some ways, in the sense Syria itself is in a state of civil war. And while we look at this one single image of Island Kurdi, the way he was lying on the beach, which of course affected all of us, truth is that there are so many kids like him who've died back home in Syria, much more than those who've died trying to cross the Mediterranean, getting into Europe, and all the problems that they're facing in migrating from Syria to Europe. So many more such kids have died in the hands of Syrians themselves. The fighting between the rebels and Assad's army, that's where a lot of people are dying, and all the conflict between the ISIS or the ISIL or Daesh, whatever they choose to call themselves, those monsters, they and the people of Aleppo and those other places nearby which are being controlled by ISIS now. Those people, they are dying every day. So how do you blame the UN like this? And then again, this guy, another Muslim. Muslims are going through this catastrophe because of the Western greediness of resources. This is the problem, one, you try to give them refuge, and yet these are the kind of responses that you get. You try and do the best for them, and yet you're abused. This is so sad. Now this Hamad Ali Abbasi is saying, shame on these so-called world leaders, shame on you, shame on you, you're so sick-minded. And this guy Abdullah, shame on UN and EU. Now these are the kind of people who will rush to get into Europe or the US, try and be sheltered under them, get all the benefits, and yet when it comes to the blame game, they'll be the first to blame them. And as far as assimilation into society is concerned, they'll be the last. They'll probably never assimilate fully into society. They'll maintain their ridiculous customs, their parda, their hijab, and all of that, and much more than that is being made them. They are standard bearers of human rights throughout the globe. I think you guys have in a way put that burden on EU and US and Canada and other such countries that they have to bear human rights. What about you yourselves? Say in countries like Syria, you have to maintain your own human rights. What happens then? Now there's this moving image here. I hope humanity finds a cure for wars. That's what it's saying. For visas. I hope humanity finds a cure for visas. It's as though God, in the form of an angel, is actually taking the poor boy who was found by this Turkish soldier on a Turkish beach to heaven. Now, if you Allah, how can you say it was his fault? You nuts, milk it for all it's worth. That's the whole point. And now let's see this portrait, rather disturbing portrait, that he was trying to carry this bag, and I don't like this one. I kind of agree, because this portrays him like sort of a vagabond, which this poor little boy wasn't. So that in that sense, probably this is not a very appropriate image. But nonetheless, coming back to the first image, this is the cutest little image of this boy, and I hope this is the kind of image which we all remember, that perhaps in some ways whoever was concerned did fail him, but hope we learn from these tragedies and move forward.